go ahead and mute. You can unmute yourself at any time if you would like to ask a question. I don't mind at all. So hopefully you can see my screen. We're going to start out obviously in Desk. Anytime that we use Desk, we definitely want to go to mycvdesk.com. I know that there is a Realogy site that's floating out there, but we definitely want to start with mycvdesk.com. It is the more user-friendly version and does have all of the apps that you're going to be looking for. Excuse me, where that Realogy site doesn't necessarily have everything. So you are able, if you're on a keyboard of some sort on a laptop, if you're on a regular PC, not sure about Mac, but if you're on a regular PC, you can hit the control key on your keyboard and scroll up or scroll down with your mouse. And this isn't just for Desk, this is anywhere you are on the internet. If you'd like to make the screen larger or make the screen smaller. I know sometimes if I'm looking at a contract online, sometimes I need to make it a little bit bigger so it's a little easier for me to read. But you're able to do that. When you come into Desk, you're always going to get kind of a welcome with your name on it of some sort. So now they're sending us good vibes and sunshine because it's finally summer. And then you're going to see all of your apps on the main screen. The bonus of having this is that everything is in one place. I don't have to have a bunch of bookmarks. I don't need to clutter up the top of my laptop necessarily. You can see I have a lot of icons with no words just to cram as many in there as possible. In a moment, I'm going to show you how to do that through this system, which means that you will be able to find the bookmarks that you need, whether you are on your computer or not. So there's times when you've gone out to lunch, you think you have the day off, someone calls, and then you need to rush out and show a property, and now you need to get into your system, and you can't remember what site you need to go to. You're able to add that information in Desk and access it anywhere you have the internet. So we're going to jump right in, and you'll see that these tiles here are completely interactive. So I can actually adjust them, and I can place them in any order that I would like them to be in. And in doing that, it's going to shift the rest of the apps around. But that way, everything that I'm using on a daily basis or very frequently will be at the top. Excuse me. Now, because I'm in marketing and I'm not buying and selling real estate, you're not going to find things like My Deals or Transaction Manager in my Desk. I do have those in what's called the background of Desk. So you'll see down here, we have an add app feature. We also have that at the very top, add app, right next to my apps. You'll see that here. So if you're looking for something and you can't find it on this screen, we're able to add the app to go into the background and find what we're looking for and add that to the front. So if I'm looking for My Deals, I'm going to click on that, and you should have My Deals and Transaction Manager here. So I'm just going to hit the control key. I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm just going to click both of them, and I'm going to add them to my main screen. In most cases, that's going to add them to the very top on the left-hand side. If you have anything in here that you find that you're not using or you don't want to clutter up your screen, you can X off right here, and it's not going to delete it forever. It's just going to take it and put it back into your background. This gives you the opportunity to put as many or as few on this screen as you would like. You can personalize. We're all different. We all view information differently. Speaking of viewing information differently, we're also able to click over on the side and get a list view. If you're more of a list person, you're able to do that, or you can click back to the grid view, and we can also custom sort. If you would like them in a list, in alphabetical order, reverse alphabetical order, excuse me, anything that is most recent that you've used, or if you want to do the custom drag and drop as I have to place them in the order you want them in, you're able to do that. You also have a handy dandy filter. I like this filter. If I can't find something I'm looking for, I can say, well, maybe I only want education. and then only education is going to come up. CBU Learning Center is fantastic. I highly recommend it. And as always, SalesPro, how you most likely got to this class, you'll be able to find that as well. So if I take all of the markers off, it's just going to bring up everything. Maybe I only want productivity. Maybe I only want marketing. Again, you can do that and filter by category. If I have all of them sectioned out and I'm trying to find an app, let's say I need social ad engine, and let's just say, pretend like I can't see that right here. I don't know where it is. I'm going to type in social. Anything with social in the title or in the description is going to pop up. So you'll see, again, sometimes mine are a little bit different than yours. I can see that HomeSpotter Boost is popping up. Here's my social ad engine. Again, anything that has social, here's brand serve. You're going to find that. Another thing to notice over here is that if I type in brand serve will pop up. If I type in brand serve and I type it the way that I think that it should be spelled, it's not going to pop up. If that's the case, you just want to keep deleting one letter at a time until you get brand serve, and you'll see it is kind of a weird spelling because it is the title of the app. So again, we can go back down to the beginning. You will find on a lot of these tiles as well shortcuts or easy access. So with your Office 365 and email, you can dive right into your email, dive right into your calendar, or use the kebab menu to get to your contacts, your OneDrive, Yammer, or your Help Center. Many of your tools do have a Help Center. They are there for you to access 24/7, 365 or 66 days a year. And they're very comprehensive, some of them. So just know that they're there. Listing Concierge also has the amazing timeline so that you can go in, plug in the date that you'll actually have your photos and your property description, and you will get a timeline for the exact days that you can expect your marketing to be available to you. So you can also find those up here. Speaking of Help Center, up here at the top, you're going to find your photo where you can put in your profile. I'm an employee, so mine does not allow me to do that, but you can go into my profile and utilize your profile there. Any notifications, so I purposely don't read these so that when I teach this class, they are there. So we can see you can make your voice heard through Canny. There's a new feedback platform. Excuse me, August is Referral Rewards Month, and get more exposure for your listing. So Exclusive Look is now posting for you. You do have to opt into that, but with every Listing Concierge, they will help you with that. And as I go through, if I've already marked something, I can get rid of it to just let myself know, I've already seen that one. Also up here, we have a question mark with a circle. This is your Help Center. Now, although you can get there through the kebab menu on each of these little 3 dots on the bottom of a lot of your tools, if we click on this Help Center at the top, now it's going to open up the entire Help Center library. Whether you are new to Coldwell Banker or you have been here for a very long time, this is a great resource to have. You'll see lots of training resources in here for our different tools. Excuse me, it will explain to you what they are and how to use them. Sometimes there are just some facts in there, like Coldwell Banker University. What is that? If we click on facts, it's going to let us know some facts here about AMP. Not too many facts there about CBU. But the other thing that I like is that there are breadcrumbs. If I click View All for CBX plus Moxie, you're going to see here at the top the breadcrumbs. I don't have to hit the back button. If I'm finished with looking through what is available for Moxie, I can click back on the Help Center and go back to the page that I came from. For Moxie, you can welcome Moxie Present. There are facts in here that are going to tell you a lot about Moxie. So what is it? Why are we using it? What can you do with it? And these are all things that you can go into more detail with your field marketing specialists and workshops and one-on-one appointments. Excuse me. There are also training resources, and you'll see here, there is a quick start guide. And we can actually just click through, and that's going to give us a great user guide for this particular tool. And I can go back through my breadcrumbs to get back to the main page. I always do also like to point out that Prospect Square has a wonderful training resource. We don't have Clients for Life just yet, but we do have a great quick start guide for Prospect Square, the Prospect Square program. When you open this up, it is about 44 pages. Yes, 44 pages. Don't let that deter you. If you would like to go through it step by step, it will take you through getting started, your dashboard, your profile, how do I add a contact, and I can click through any of these at any time to jump ahead. So if we click through adding a contact, it's going to take us to page 11, and it will actually show us how to add a contact step by step with a screenshot. If you're like me, I like the screenshot. I like to know when I get there that I'm in the right place. It's kind of like when you give me GPS, it's easier to say make a right, and on the corner there's a Wawa. So you know that you're in the correct spot. But it will take you through importing your contacts. These are all things, again, that we do have workshops on, as well as you can do a one-on-one appointment with your field marketing specialist. But know that these are here for you if you like to dive in and learn things on your own, or just want to get familiar before you meet with someone. So that is your help center. We also have, excuse me, favorites. And you'll see I have a lot of favorites here. I have LinkedIn and Bright and Canva and Facebook. These were all of the bookmarks that I was talking about before. If something happens and I'm out and about, or something were to, God forbid, happen to my laptop and it crashes, it's in the shop, and I'm using a different computer, whether it's a kiosk in the office, or maybe I'm borrowing my son's tablet or something like that, I can still get in and get to all of my bookmarks no matter what device I am using. Here I can go through and literally just click on Bright. It's going to pop open in a new window, so you'll see Desk is still here, but it's going to pop open and I can log into Bright and do what it is I need to do. I can also manage my favorites here at the top. Excuse me. When I go in to manage my favorites, I can add pretty much as many as I want. I'm also going to find some favorites. We'll get into the intranet in a minute, where I found things that are on desk that I might not want to go look for again. I might find a great FSBO seller first letter for those first time, or for those for sale by owners. And maybe I don't remember how I got to it. I'm going to heart it. It's going to go into my favorites. I don't have to look for it again if I don't remember how to get there. You'll see I have some things down here, how to create a Facebook page, some online courses for Facebook, excuse me, how to use social media for real estate. I have unsplash.com, where I get some free usable stock images. And all of these you're able to place in the order that you would like them to be in. So you'll see here I do have Coldwell Banker Store and CBC Store. So again, if I want to delete anything, I can go through and delete it. Just know if you remove your favorite here, it's gone. There's no trash can. I can't go back in and get it back. I'd have to go back in and find it in the system or add it here. To add something, we're just going to hit the plus button. Excuse me, we're going to enter the website address. And you'll see it's going to automatically put that HTTP in there for me. And I'm just going to say my website. Although I can go into InTouch and get to my website at any time. Maybe I just want to have it so it's easily accessible from desk, and I'm going to add my favorite. And that's going to add it to the very, very top. Excuse me. Anytime I go in through favorites, I'm going to see my website here. I can click on my website. It's going to immediately take me to my website. So that's a great way to have a shortcut there anytime you need to go to your website to look for something. You have that easily accessible to you. Notifications. You will see CB briefs. These can be delivered daily, every Friday at noon. I would not recommend turning them off. I do have mine set to daily. I don't find that it's too much. I usually get about 2 articles a day, and I will show you CB briefs in just a moment. Just a great way to stay abreast of some upcoming excuse me, events or upcoming things that are going on in the company, in the industry, some good news, you know, some accolades for people. I really enjoy reading them. And when they say that they're brief, they mean it. They're about maybe a paragraph, not usually anything more. So just a great way of staying in touch with what's going on in the company. If they have some new things coming out, like exclusive look being incorporated into Listing Concierge, I'm not missing a beat. I always know kind of what's going on. If there's a great workshop coming up or a seminar, I'm always reminded so that I can put that on my calendar if I need to. Excuse me. And then there's some applications. I just leave all of those set to on. Some of these are turned off for me because I'm an employee, so I don't mess with that too much either. I can go back through and I can get back to desk this way, or I can actually click up here to desk and it's going to take me home anytime I need it. Excuse me. I don't have COVID, I promise. So here we have a waffle menu because we all, again, look and see information differently. I can see my most recent applications. This morning I was in SalesPro, InTouch, and Design Concierge. I can go through and look at my productivity tools. Maybe I'm wondering what the marketing tools are. I'm wondering what the open ecosystem is, the finance, the education. I can go through and find those. And again, there are settings there to turn them on, turn them off. I don't really turn anything off. We also have, so we'll go back to the beginning. We also have a Google search bar or Google-like search bar at the very top of desk. This is amazing. I can go in here and I can say, aha, I knew there was a Facebook series, but I don't know how to find that. So I'm just going to go ahead and search it. And I'm able to, excuse me, pull up the playback of the Facebook series. This was something that was recorded last year, and I can go through. Facebook actually came in and taught this, and I can get the course replay and the presentations, and I'm able to watch that no problem. Maybe I want to go through and type in social media. Then you're going to see all of the different things found, 342 results found for social media. So again, just a great way if you're really looking for something and can't find it, just a great way to go in and try to look for something if you're trying to find it in the system. Over here on the side, you will see the intranet that we have. So you'll go through and you can hit company. Once you click on that, you're going to find a lot of different information. You're going to find some COVID information. You're going to find anything about St. Jude. CB Briefs is here. So as I mentioned before, I can also access CB Briefs this way. I can go through and I can see anything that I may have missed. You'll see they are in here by date. Here we have Gen Blue Learning Sessions announcements. So we have Gen Blue coming up October, I believe 4th and 5th. Here also the 3rd. So that's coming up in October. That's the pre-conference on the 3rd. That is virtual and in person. And also here we have a social ad engine demo tomorrow. And you can get the information here. And again, you'll see you can click here to register. And when I click here to register, I'm just going to go ahead and put my information in, and I can determine what session it is that I need and put my information and register. So that's going to give me a lot of really good information. There's also a question and answer session. Here we have a company directory to help you get in touch with colleagues. A little bit more about our core four, our production power, our coaching to confidence, our wealth builder, our culture of awesomeness. And also we have policies, procedures, reports. So if you're looking for reports, these are all of the top recognition reports. We do get an email that does come out from President Rich Fleischer that does give us some of these recognition reports, but you can go in yourself. You can get these reports yourself as well, and see if you are on the top, a top agent or a top team, and you'll see they're all sectioned out for you. And there are several pages. So there are 3 pages. We have Baltimore, we have DC, and MA is the Mid-Atlantic. So you'll see all those pages there. You're able to get to them as soon as they're available. You'll see right now we have June. They are working on getting July updated and into the system. So those are there for you. And then you would just click on that, excuse me, and it will pull up and let you know who is the top in Coldwell Banker, top small teams, 1 to 3 members, year to date in the Mid-Atlantic, and this is based on total closed units. So if you're looking for that information, you can find it under company and under reports. Then of course the marketing tab, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but it is one of my favorite tabs. You can go through, look at listing concierge materials and schedules, get more information about luxury presence. There is a comprehensive marketing guide in here. It will tell you a lot about all of our tools, our marketing tools. We have Brand Serve, Design Concierge, InTouch, etc. So it will help you kind of learn a little bit more about what the tools are and what they're used for. If you're looking maybe to do a customized brochure, now you know you can go into Express Docs, or maybe I'm looking for a postcard. I can go into InTouch, or I can go into Express Docs. It gives you a little more information. Also, if you'd like to market yourself, this is going to give you a little more information about Design Concierge. We do have some custom and some DIY options, and also some semi-custom options as well. An agent and I were looking through the semi-custom this morning, trying to create a logo to brand her. Great options, as well as down here, some more information about that. We do have an entire global luxury section. So if you're interested in the luxury market, here that is a little bit different than in some places. We do have a threshold tool in here as well. I'll show you in just a moment, but you can see some of the resources here. We have a brochure. Some of the facts, we do have the report that comes out that gives us some information about luxury properties, and you'll see how to handle list handling objections. And again, I can heart that, and you'll see here it was just added to my favorites. So anytime you see these little hearts here that are clear, now I've removed it from my favorites and I can add it to my favorites again. Now it's in my favorites. I can go to my favorites and find it any time. And I don't have to remember how I got there, because tomorrow I might not remember how I found that, and then I'll get frustrated because I can't find it. So I'm just going to put it in my favorites until I need it again. If you would like to get certified to become a global luxury specialist, you're able to do that. This will give you some more information on that. There is a threshold tool. So I can go in and I can put in a zip code, and I can find out how much the threshold is for that zip code. Let's say I want to do Annapolis. I'm not good with the zip code there. I always get it backwards. So 21401, and we'll see the minimum price there is a little bit higher. So really depending on the area that you're in, and we do want to make sure that these properties are luxury. Not all properties, obviously, in the 21085, that's the Joppa area. Not all $500,000 listings are going to be luxury. Some of those could be farms. They could be properties with a lot of land. So if you have any questions, you can contact your broker or manager or your field marketing specialist. We're here to help you with that. But just to know, if you have any questions on that, this is where you would find that threshold data. There's also Global Luxury website and Proxio. So if you're interested in the global luxury market, again, lots of information here, listing, presentation, options, and marketing tools for that as well. And you'll see there's an extensive list here of marketing tools for the luxury market. There are 2 pages in there, different repositioning your home letter. And I like to cheat the system a little bit. I like to go in and look at these and see, well, if you've already made a letter, thank you for the opportunity for a luxury seller. Maybe I want to click on that. I want to open that. And I want to see, is that something that I could use in my regular marketing, but maybe reword it a little bit. So here I would say, maybe instead of global luxury program, I would say services of Coldwell Banker Realty. Look forward to the opportunity to work together. Again, go through and read through that and see if you can make that work for your daily business. My theory is, without recreating the wheel, if I could take some of these things and I could recreate them even for a non-luxury buyer, seller, or renter, I'm able to do that. And again, all I need to do is hit that heart right there, and that's going to pop that right over here into my favorites, and I'm able to find that very easily tomorrow or a couple weeks from now when I need it. There's also a prospecting tab here that will give you a for sale by owner seller first letter and words that work. So this script here, whether you have been in the business for a few days or several years, just something great to read through. Sorry about that Star Wars logo there, as we like to call it in the marketing department. But here it's going to give you some affirmations. Again, lead generation. I don't know too many agents where that's their favorite thing to do, but here it's giving you a lot of great dialogues, a lot of great scripts. You can grab your field marketing specialist, your manager, another agent to practice. It just gives you some information here. And we know the more we rehearse it, the more genuine it's going to be when we're out in the field and we need to speak to it. So you'll see here, there are a lot of pages, 25 pages. We won't go through them all, but that is in there if you should need it. And you can see here, I definitely have that one saved so that I can find it again easily in my favorites. Also, we have a PR department. If there's anything that you are doing out and about in your neighborhoods, in the communities that you're serving, I've worked with agents that have done coat drives and school supply drives, things of that nature. Let your field marketing specialist know. We can try to get that into CB briefs for you. We can try to get you some PR for that. Maybe you have a fantastic property that's coming up. Recently worked with an agent who had an historic property. It had some really cool stories surrounding it. We've had another listing where a lot of the interior was hand-carved wood. The gentleman was a cabinet maker. So just great ways of pushing those listings out, getting your information out. And you can see some weekly top hits, not the most recent, but some top hits that are in there. And then probably a lot of people's favorite, the social media tab. So I find a lot of people don't even know that this is hidden in Desk. It's a great resource for you as you're building your brand, as you're building your business. There is a social media best practices for agents. It's hidden in here, but it is here. If we click on that, that's going to open in another tab. Excuse me. It's going to let you know your Facebook page, how that should be set up, recommendations from the company, how to create a username, how it's different than your personal profile, and some best practices. Also, you'll find that information for Instagram, for Twitter, for LinkedIn, which is often forgotten about, for YouTube, and great content as well. How to get to brand serve, how to find some pre-made social media tactics, where to find some great articles. You can always go to the Blue Matter blog, blog.coldwellbanker.com. Get some great articles there. Share some luxury information as well. Even if you're not a global luxury agent, and again, I apologize for the old logo there, but just a great way to get some good content for social media. There are podcasts in here, and then if you need help, we do have a social media team. For those who are not yet aware, Tiffany Giles is now our social media specialist in the Mid-Atlantic region. There are some great classes in SalesPro coming up on social media. So we've heard you guys, we are listening. We know you guys want help with social media. Now we have someone who actually has a digital marketing degree and can actually help you set up your information through workshops, answer your questions. And of course, your field marketing specialist, we're always here to help you with questions as well. So you'll see here, there's social media best practices. They have social media guidelines for agents. So that's a little bit different. That was updated in January. So of course, we want to make sure that we're always being respectful, respecting laws, making sure that we're fully compliant on social media. We have the right branding, we have the right logo. Again, making sure, again, that we are following all the rules and regulations of the Real Estate Commission and brand identity standards. Excuse me. So speaking of brand identity standards, we do have BrandServe. This is just a way to quickly get in without having to go back through the tile itself, but just a great resource to find our compliant Coldwell Banker Realty logos. Just as a side shout out, just remember when you're doing your marketing, our logo does always have to say Coldwell Banker Realty. That is what is on our license. So that's what we have to use in our marketing. But you'll find those in BrandServe, lots of different templates, celebration templates, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. There's covers in there, property templates for new listings, etc. Also have some information here, excuse me, on DARE, Dynamic Ads for Real Estate. You can click through to get some more information. And down here, we have some very extensive guides. So there are some Facebook online courses, and I always like to point this out because I often have questions from agents that say, how can I get better at Facebook? The best way to get better at Facebook is to take their blueprint classes. They're offered for free from Facebook. They will give you different courses. These are all free. You're not paying for these. There's no additional charge for these. So quick guide to Facebook pages. What are your business goals with your ads? How can Facebook help your business? When to advertise, just some different things here. Tips for guiding your community. You can just click through to the one that you want, and you'll see here 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 2 minutes. Not a long time. Once you've completed it, you can see I've already started this one. Once you've completed it, you can move on to the next one, and then you'll be a Facebook. You'll know everything about Facebook before you even know it. So just a great way to dive in there. Again, coming directly from Facebook, how to use Facebook Live, how do I create a Facebook page, how do I advertise, how do I use social media for real estate. So here, just a great article on different ways to use social media for real estate. It goes through LinkedIn and Facebook, property photos, success stories, client testimonials, company milestones. Don't forget August 27th, we're going to be 115 years old. So great news for that. Industry, market news, again, just lots of different ways to push out your social media. And if you would like to connect with Coldwell Banker on social media, or you would like to use social media icons and you don't have social media, you're able to connect. Maybe I want to have a Pinterest icon. I can just connect them and use this particular URL for Coldwell Banker Pinterest. And you'll see lots of different things in here to look at. I don't do Pinterest for business because for me, it's a rabbit hole. I go down it, I never come back out. So I'm just going to send them to Coldwell Banker's Pinterest. I also highly recommend following Coldwell Banker on Twitter and Facebook. Just a great way to steal things and put them on your own Facebook and your own Twitter, your own LinkedIn. I can go in here, I can share anything from these pages, or sometimes I'll copy it and post it as myself. Most of the time I share it. And again, Instagram as well. You'll find some really great content, some different properties and very cool things to see. Also down here, we have a little bit more information about the studio. That is the marketing department that I work for. Coldwell Banker Realty is the only real estate company in the world that has a large, extensive marketing department, because we know it's important that not only we market the company, but that we help agents market themselves as well. I always like to point this out because there is a TMAP in here for agents this month at Product for Agents. So this is one Wednesday every month. If you click through, you will see the next few. So it's usually, I believe, the third Wednesday of the month. It's always at 2 p.m. You can go back and view the playback and get the presentation from July. And what that's going to do is just give you a little bit of a heads up, a sneak peek at some new prototypes. We've recently revamped Market Quest, the second version. I'm actually on a team that helps do those things, and it's very cool to see some agent suggestions being utilized in these tools. We are changing based on information given back at these month at Product for Agents. You guys do have a chat feature in there. You can say, hey, what about this? We like this, we don't like this. And you're able to give your feedback and help us to make the products that you use better. That's really the biggest thing, is we're always trying to make everything better for you. So again, if you see anything in there, feel free to join and give some feedback. We also have our partners and our services. So Property Frameworks, we're in the middle of getting that taken out. We do have, I believe it's Willow Home Group. I may be incorrect there, as our property management. But we do have our CB Home Protection Plan through American Home Shield Warranty. Our lenders, our affiliates, Guaranteed Rate Affinity, and Mid-Atlantic Settlement Services for title and settlement and realty insurance agency. Now, of course, you are an independent contractor. You're not required to use any of these, but they are our affiliates. We highly recommend them. And bonuses, they're usually in the office. One other piece of desk that I find a lot of people are unaware of is the Business Advantage. And you can either click over here on the words or right here on the photo, and you're going to get through. So do you like discounts? Because let me tell you, I love discounts. I like to save money anytime I can. And you will see most of the large cell phone carriers in here. If you're with AT&T Mobile, did you know that you can get 19% off qualified services and 25% off eligible accessories? You'll see as we go down. Don't really need Co-Realty Resource here anymore because we get the pro version out, no additional cost. But we'll see some other information in here. Low Sign Company, Oakley. This one I always like to point out. I often get questions about pods. You can give the promo code COLD to your clients, and they can get 10% off their next moving and storage product. Just another benefit that they have from working with you, adds to your value as their agent. And I'd like to scroll all the way down and show you. I do believe, well, it was here. I don't see it now. Verizon was in here at one point. So there are some different places, and if you don't see them in here, I would definitely call your cell phone carrier and see if they give a discount to real estate agents. And also the CE shop with CB30, you can get 30% off of your online courses there, should you need them. So that is a comprehensive look at Desk. There are many things in the system that you can use to build your business. Again, I like to have all of my heavy hitters here at the top I'm in my email every day. I'm in touch every day. I'm usually in Prospect Square every day. Brand Serve, SalesPro, and Listing Concierge are my heaviest hitters. And then as you see, as you go through, I'm in a lot of these tools frequently. I also like to point out that sometimes they can be a little confusing. So for example, Real Vitalize, if I click on that particular tool, mine's not going to take me anywhere because I am an employee, but generally speaking, it's going to take you into how to sign up for the program. Maybe you don't want to sign up. Maybe you want some additional information. There is a resources tab down here that you can click on. That will take you into the background of this particular tool where you can enroll. You can visit realvitalize.com. That's going to take you to the tab where you can get more information about it. That is public facing. Maybe you need the participation agreement that the seller must sign. There's a quick start guide. And then there is some consumer marketing as well. Lots and lots of marketing, agent resources, lots of information in here about this program. But if you don't know to click on it, you don't know that it's there, you can't find it. Also down on the bottom, we do have an easy way to get to all of our social media, as well as our help desk. So if you need to reset your password, that's here. If you need to go to the help desk, that is here. And there is a great chat feature down here as well. This chat feature should be available at all times. You can let them know what you are seeking assistance with, and they will help you out as best as they are able. Just know that your field marketing specialist is also here. Your SSA is here. We're also able to answer questions should you have them. We're here to help you with anything that you need. And you'll see here, what would you like to find today? You can look just apps or help center, news, people, pages. So maybe I want to help. Or maybe I'm looking for the help center, and now I'm getting into the help center for In Touch. So again, great way to go through and search for things. I can look at everything that comes up or kind of specify what I'm looking for. And then again, don't forget your list view, your custom sort, your filter. If you're looking for something, can't find it, it is comprehensive in there. You can find anything you're looking for. If you get stuck, just reach out to your field marketing specialist. We are here to help you every step of the way. With that, I'll open it up. If anyone would like to unmute yourselves, if you have any questions or you would like to put those in the chat, please feel free to do so.
Hi, no Angie, it's Mel.
Hi.
IT department is going through all the offices and updating all of the kiosk computers so that everything will go through desk. Therefore, they are taking all of the shortcuts off of the kiosk computers. It's very helpful that you put this out, but you may want to hit again for them all to at least add Bright MLS to their favorites, because there's not going to be another easy way to get to it once they've taken all the shortcuts off the desktop.
Yes, and that is very, very true. And that's why I like to point out that we do have that option up here in the favorites. Again, just to point that out again, thank you so much, Mel. Mel's one of our awesome SSAs. So she's one of those great people that helps you guys get paid, because we know that's the most important thing. But if you go up here to favorites, again, if you want to put something in there that you can access, again, as they update all of these kiosks, we know it is a little frustrating. It's there to keep the information safe, but I've logged on and I've logged off, and now I come back later and all my stuff is gone. There is a way to add it to your OneDrive, add it to SharePoint. But when it comes to all of these bookmarks, I'm just going to go ahead and hit that heart, manage my favorites, add the plus button, and anything that I need to get to, if it's a shortcut that I use repeatedly, maybe that's Bright MLS, maybe that's Home Snap, maybe you get bold leads, whatever it is that you're looking for, you can enter in that website address and enter a name of your favorite. So let's say that I need to get to DLLR to look up a real estate license for whatever reason. Maybe it's just DLLR. I'm going to go to that website. I'm going to go ahead and copy. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight and copy that URL. And I can go in and add it here. I'm just going to go ahead and paste that URL in here. And then I'm going to give this a name. If it doesn't already come up, and this is a DLR license search. So maybe I want to be able to go in and search my license, search another agent's license when I have to put that on the contract because they didn't fill it out. And I can add that as a favorite. Once I've added that as a favorite, I can pull that down anywhere that I need to. And you'll see in here, it does give you, and I'll blow this up a little because I know it's a little hard to see. Here I have a Word document. Here I have a PDF, and here I have a link to a URL somewhere on the web. So it is going to kind of give you a little cheat there. Anything with the little A in it is a PDF. The little W is a Word document. That's something that I can always go in. I can click on that button at any time. I can get to that particular document that I'm looking for. So this is Overcoming Objections for Global Luxury. I'm probably going to read through this anyway because it's going to help me even if it's not a luxury property as well. But again, you can go in, you can put these in any order that you want them in. You can edit them at any time. So if I go in here and I'm always looking for, instead of DLLR, maybe I'm looking for Maryland, Real Estate Commission, I can go in and I can edit this and I can change the title anytime that I need to. If I find that what I'm looking for is not how I originally wrote it out. Here's the email signature tutorial. So that's going to pop up. That's going to be a Word document. And it's going to go through and it's going to show me. So this one is for me because I'm an employee, but there is one in there as well for agents for your email signature. So again, anything that you use on the regular basis, I would dare say if it is in your bookmarks bar on your laptop, I would put it in your favorites here in the settings on desk. Again, if you have to run into the office, if something happens and you don't have your computer with you, no matter what device you are on, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you are able to access this list. So you're always able to find the particular, and that's really, I think, the beauty of Desk is I don't have to have a separate bookmark on my computer for all of these tools. I can go into one place, I can find everything I need. It makes it much more efficient with my time. I'm able to sell more houses, I'm able to do more work, or maybe even able to take off a little bit more time because I'm not wasting time looking for different things. So just know that that is here for you. Great point, Mel. Thank you for pointing that out. But definitely one of my favorite features of Desk. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey, quick question about, it's a great tool to have. I was just wondering if there is a way to map anything that's on my desktop directly into CB, the desk,
So
or
there is
a tool rather than manually adding each link.
Yeah, so there isn't a way to import everything. You would have to go through, I would just open a separate tab and just kind of grab those URLs. It might take a few minutes, but once you've got that done, it's in there. You'll be able to access it, like I said, anywhere that you are in the world. I recently had an agent that was like, hey, I went to the beach. I was bound and determined I wasn't going to do any work. I needed to jump on my son's laptop to get to something, and I couldn't remember the website that I needed, but she had it saved in Desk. So she was able to log in, click on it, and jump right to it. No harm, no foul, no frustration. That's what it is for me. When I can't remember where I put something or I can't remember where I'm going, I get really frustrated, and it's a time waster. So although it does take a few moments to plug them all in there, definitely a great resource. And again, you can name them anything that you need to name them, and they'll be there for you. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Well, I know that time is precious and time is money, so I will let all of you guys go a little bit early. I did put my email in the chat. It is Angie.Myers, MYERS, @CBMove. I will send everyone the recording. If for whatever reason you're coming up as a guest, just go ahead and leave your email in the chat feature or email me and let me know that you haven't received a copy of that recording, and I will get that out to you. With that, everyone have a wonderful day and stay safe.